Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes offer £250 million contract, but there is a catch. The four-time champion has already agreed a 3-year deal worth around £130 million, which will be announced at the German Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time. But stands to collect another £120 million if he then signs on for 2 more years with his Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff, keen to prolong their partnership. Lewis is 33, but he has another 5 very good years in him, said the Austrian. I want that to be with Mercedes. Do I expect that? I am open-minded, as if in 2 years' time we still feel the same about each other, have trust, then it would be clear that we continue. Related articles: one day when he decides to end his career, people are going to say he has won 4, 5, 6 or 7 titles. Toto Wolff, Mercedes team principal. I'm sure Lewis is reflecting about how much he loves F1, but what happens one day when he doesn't love it anymore? Mercedes are also questioning whether at the end of his next contract Hamilton will then look to make the move to Ferrari, especially if he has added another couple of drivers' titles. The lure of driving for the sport's most famous brand could prove tempting for Hamilton, who could equal Michael Schumacher's record of 7 championships with the prancing horse. It is too far away still, added Wolff. 7 championships is such an exceptional achievement that being at 4 you cannot possibly talk about 7. Equals one day when he decides to end his career, people are going to say he has won 4, 5, 6 or 7 titles. Nobody is going to talk about whether one was more difficult than the other. Now, as we are living in the moment, we perceive this as the biggest challenge we have had so far, and it is. Hamilton is certainly facing one of his toughest title battles so far, having swapped the championship lead several times with Ferrari's current main man Sebastian Vettel. Hamilton goes into his home race tomorrow, bidding for a 5th win at Silverstone in a row and record 6th overall, trailing the German by 1 point. He lost his advantage in Austria last weekend in a nightmare race which saw him launch into an expletive-filled rant over the radio. Wolff admits Hamilton can be high maintenance at times, but insists that is the hallmark of a genius behind the wheel who is desperate to win. The super nice, polite guy is not what we want, he added. We want the guy that scores the tries and wins the trophies, so I embrace high maintenance. Lewis is one of those guys who scores the tries. You need a lion in the car that is giving it everything. But the best ones are also sensitive. With exceptional individuals, you just have to accept that they have opinions, strong opinions and views, and strong drive. That determination to win and that ambition in a situation is not an easy character trait to deal with. But it is just what we want in the team. Hamilton and Vettel could barely be separated at a sun-blessed Silverstone yesterday, with Hamilton's time from first practice proving the quickest of the day, just ahead of his rival, who edged him for the fastest time in the afternoon session. But Red Bull's Max Verstappen came back to earth with a bump after his victory in Austria last Sunday. The Dutchman stopped near the end of first practice before crashing out just a few laps into the second session. Hamilton will be hoping the upgrades he took to Austria will give him the edge in qualifying and, more importantly, last the race distance as he looks for that record win in front of 130,000 fans tomorrow.